We have completed this poem. We have completed the reading part and the explanation. Today we'll do the activity part or the workshop part related with this poem. So these are the pointers, that means the activity we are supposed to do. The first activity is you have to read the poem loud, recite any stanza of your choice from your memory. You will learn and you have to make the video of it and send it to me. Okay? And write down in the poem, in your notebook, the poem that I have already told you. Now we'll discuss the question answer. The first question is, what is described in the poem? And what are the clothes compared to? We have to give two examples. What do restive horses do? What do fairy tale witches do? What did one of the fluttering creatures do? What could have happened to one who flew away? Who was she? These are the question answers related to this poem. I have written down all the answer of the question and I am giving you and explaining you. Yes, the answer to the first two questions. What is described in the poem? The fluttering and dancing clothes on the clothesline, and particularly the poet's handkerchief, are described in the poem. What are the clothes compared to? Examples. The clothes are compared to restive horses and fairy tale witches, fluttering and creatures bird. Okay. Now the next question answers. What do the restive horses do? The restive horses caper and prance. That means they jump and leap. What do fairy tale witches do? Fairy tale witches dance wildly. What did one of the fluttering creatures do? One of the fluttering creatures danced wildly, struggled and freed herself and then flew off. What could have happened to the one who flew away? Who was she? The one who flew away could have fallen in a ditch somewhere or drowned in the sea. She was the poet's handkerchief. Now this discussion. Why are the clothes compared to living things? The clothes are compared to living things as they feel they need to be free from any kind of bondage, just like living things. The event described in the poem take place at a certain period of the year. Under specific condition, describe the place, the time and the weather condition. The event described may be taking place in the backyard of a household. Of course, we put a clothesline over there only. During the spring season, whilst the warm air in the afternoon makes the weather seem warmer than usual. Now we'll come to the question number 4. When we say that two or more words rhyme, we mean that they end with the same sound or syllable. For example, ring, sing. Rhyming words are often used in words at the end of the lines. Here we have to list the rhyming word from the poem, not the word behind and wind. They have similar spelling, that is, they look the same, but they are pronounced differently. That is, they do not sound the same. This is known as a I rhyme. Means they look same, they seem same, but they pronounce differently. They are I rhyming. We have to separate I rhyming from this list. Okay. See here, I have explained you again. Just go through it. Rhyming words: cry, try, stronger, longer, laughter, daughter, worn, done, known, grown, beat, feet. I rhyming: none, shown, imply, simply, shut, put. Okay. Now to the next part. We have to list all the phrases from the poem in which two or more words are joined with and. See the answer. Hither and thither, to and fro, caper and prance, shiver and skip, pegs and clothesline, flipping and flapping and flopping. Okay. Now we'll come directly to the question number 8. We have to complete the comparisons. See the comparison. As white as snow, as green as grass, as red as cherry, or we can write blood, as blue as the sky, as black as coal, as bright as star. These are the comparison. Now the next one is we have to write them in comparative degree. Like ER we have to use. I taught you already the comparative, superlative and the positive degrees. Okay, positive, comparative and superlatives. Now see, whiter than snow, greener than grass, redder than a cherry, bluer than a sky, blacker than a coal, brighter than a star. Now see some of the suitable objects for each comparison. Feathers, whiter than snow, emeralds, greener than grass, emeralds are a stone. Lips, redder than a cherry, water, bluer than the sky, hair, blacker than the coal, eyes, brighter than a star. Okay. Now one more thing. One activity you have to do, that is the question number 7. What you have to do, wash your handkerchief clean. Nowadays every time we are keeping a handkerchief or a mask. So do one thing, take a mask or a handkerchief, wash it clean. Okay. Hang it with a peg or a clip on a clothesline or somewhere to dry in the wind, and watch how it flutters. Okay. And write down the experience how handkerchief or the mask is fluttering in the wind, and write down in your notebook and send to me. Not much, only 3-4 lines. Okay, so this is the activity. So write down all these question answers I have explained you in your notebook and submit to me. Okay, thank you students.